Hello everyone, I'm Kimberly, co-owner of Tokyo Pen Shop, and this is guided journaling number 13, career goals. So this was a very frequently requested video, especially in the time frame when I begged you guys to submit guided journaling videos that you wanted me to do. This came up over and over and over again in some variation or another, so I decided I better do it. And also at the end of this video, I'm going to announce the winner of our recent guided journaling giveaway. So thank you so much for all the suggestions on what kinds of guided journaling videos you want. It really helps me to create content that you will find helpful and enjoyable, of course. So let's get started on our career goal prompts. Okay, so I want you to grab whatever favorite journaling notebook you have and a pen you're really enjoying right now, and we'll get going. Gotta get my little squirrel clip. Okay, today I'm gonna use the Juice Up Multi because I've just been loving it lately. All right, so here are some journaling prompts that I want you to consider if you're thinking that journaling about your career could help you right now. So the first thing I want you to do is I want you to ask yourself how you use your personal strengths and abilities at work. So I'll start by writing that. If this is your first guided journaling video of mine, I usually recommend that you pause the video for however long you want if you don't want to go at my journaling pace, because obviously this is your time to journal, and so our paces aren't probably going to be the same. So I recommend pausing if you are kind of journaling along with me as you need to. Okay, and when you're ready to move on, the next question I want you to ask yourself is, how do your coworkers or your supervisors recognize your strengths? And if you are a supervisor or a manager or business owner, you could even think about how you recognize your employees' strengths. Okay, once you're ready to move on, I want you to ask yourself, what part of your workday do you most enjoy? And hopefully you're not in a terrible mood, because I could see how if you were in a really bad mood and you were having to ask yourself what part of your workday you enjoy, it might get difficult. All right. When you're ready to move on from that question, I want you to ask yourself what part of your work feels, and then you can kind of fill in the blank here. Words like real, necessary, or important, fulfilling. but you kind of get the idea. And you could be talking about like for society at large or for yourself. So I'm going to go with the word necessary. So what part of my work feels necessary? Okay, so now I want you to ask yourself, how does your work fulfill you? And this is kind of a hard one. It might take you a while to really think about, or it might be, real fast for some of you. For me, it's hard. Okay. Now I want you to think about how your work helps you feel. And I want you to ask yourself, does your work drain or overwhelm you? Does it energize you? Why? Is this something you can change? So I'm going to write down, does my work drain or energize me? I'm going to say 80% energizes. And I find 20% of the time or so it's draining. Okay, now I want you to ask yourself or journal about, what does your work teach you? Okay, so now we're going to transition a little bit from thinking about how our job kind of like makes us feel toward what kind of goals do we want to have for our future career. So right now I want you to consider, do you see yourself in the same job you're in now in 10 years? If 10 years seems too long of a time, do 5. I'm going to do 5. Okay, so now we've got you thinking about if you want to make a transition in a certain amount of time, or what kind of transition you might be wanting to make. I want you, I feel like you're ready to ask yourself, what are your career ambitions? And depending on where you are in your career, this question might make more or less sense. As with any of my journaling prompts, take them or leave them, whether or not they suit you. Okay, now finally, a really big question that might take you a lot of work. What are 3 things that can help you begin working to accomplish the goals or the ambitions you mentioned in the previous question? So, what are 3 things? All right, so hopefully these prompts have helped you think about where you are right now in your career and where you want to go. And before we leave, I want to announce that the winner of the guided journaling giveaway is the YouTube name Miranda Olson. I'll put it up here on the screen. And I will try to contact you through YouTube. If you don't see a message, a DM from me, please reach out to me. And in that video for the giveaway, there were several things you could choose. So if you want me to choose for you, I'll go ahead and do that. Otherwise, you can let me know what your choices are. And congratulations, I want to get that sent out to you. So be on the lookout for that DM from me or reach out. As always, everyone, please let me know any of your guided journaling requests below. I absolutely do my videos based on what you guys are asking for, so I really care about that. And I really hope you find these videos helpful and that you are kind of solidifying a journaling practice. I think it can be so helpful for you, especially in fulfilling some desires and accomplishing some goals. All right, well, I will talk to everyone soon and have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Bye-bye.